All right, we're back. Week 5 football pick'em. Once just to let you know, this is not financial advice. We do not advise anybody to go gambling, but if you do, you probably want to follow our picks because that guy in the middle there has a lot of money behind him. So that must be some serious stuff there. Hey, but we did pick week 4. So let's talk about week 4 real quick. So we had a lot of picks last week. We actually did who's going to win, who's going to cover the spread, and who's going to cover the over under for 6 games. That was 18 picks. So of those, the ones I added up for me, I had 10 wins and 8 losses. So I guess that's good, better than 50%. Here's some of the highlights. Did pick Ole Miss. I call it an upset only because they were the lower seed, but they were picked to win, and they did cover the 1.5 points. Tennessee won, but we called it last week that Mississippi State would cover because it was a lot of points, 7.5 points, and they did. Penn State in their whiteout against Oregon let everybody down, did not win, but the two teams, I think they went into overtime or right at the very end. They scored a few extra points and they covered the spread. They covered the 52.5 points. Alabama, that Georgia one was the worst for me. I can't stand Georgia anyway. I don't even know why I picked them, but I did, and they ruined it for us. Georgia lost at home, ended that streak, and then they didn't even cover the over under, which was the worst for me. I could have won something there. A&M, to me, I call them a bad offense. I don't know why I would say that, but they didn't cover. Oh, actually, sorry, Auburn covered the 7.5 points, which we kind of figured that, and they were under the over under, which big surprise there. They only scored 23 points total. And then, of course, the mighty Mean Green. They beat the powerhouse of South Alabama. They got the trifecta. They won. They covered the points and they covered the over. So, yeah, that was a good call from
It's a
all of
good
us
call,
there.
Ron.
So,
Good call.
yeah.
Yeah, good
All
call,
right.
Rob.
So here we go with this week's picks. We got 5 games. Start off with the big game, Texas going to Florida. Uh, Dave, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a lot of offense there. Texas is 3-1 on the unders. Florida's 4-0 on the unders. I just think Florida's going to have a hard time scoring. Both teams are coming off of bye weeks, so I don't know. Total opened at 45.5. Vegas dropped at 4 points, down now to 41.5. I kind of still like the under, but I'm putting it in a teaser.
Okay. Hey, but you got Texas. You think Texas will cover the 5.5?
Yeah.
I know
Four and
on
a
the
half.
road, that's a tough one. That's a
I
tough
just,
one.
yeah, I'm not betting on it.
I got you. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to call Texas at least covering the 5.5 points. The over under to me, yeah, I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't know which Arch is going to show up. Hopefully, it's the Arch from last week who's running over people and running in the end zone.
Yeah,
Uh,
no
but
kidding.
but I'm taking that 5.5 points for Texas.
Yeah,
Um,
Texas.
what's that?
I agree. Texas.
Go Texas. All right, next one. Same time. I think these are like 2:30 games. Vandy at Alabama, which I think Vandy beat Alabama last year in
Yeah.
Vandy, right? So it's a tough game here. That's a lot of points. Alabama by 11 and a half, and the over under 56 and a half, which they both score a lot of points. So what are you calling this one?
What you think, Fred?
Ugh. I want to say Alabama, but I don't know if they're going to cover that spread.
Yeah,
It opened
Alabama.
at
I think Alabama will win as well, but that's just a lot of
opened
points.
at 13. I think a lot of money went on Vandy. Now it's down to 10.5.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like you were saying, last year in Nashville, Vandy won 40-35. They never trailed in that game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
But
now
this
they're at
Alabama,
Bama at night. Um, Bama's 35-1 at home in the
yeah.
last 36.
And they're
But
scoring a lot of points too. They're scoring a lot of points.
but Georgia, remember
Yeah,
last week,
that's right. Yeah.
their home record was kind of the
Yeah.
same. And then
So are you telling me you're going to pick Vandy?
man, I'm telling you, I'm taking the over. Like I love the over.
I'll go the over.
The only thing I don't like is that Pavia has been talking smack all week,
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
all of his social media posts.
Hey,
Let's
that's
just
what
see
he
if he can.
does. That's how
Yeah,
he
let's
makes
see.
money, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. First game of the year, Florida State's quarterback was talking all that smack, and he
True.
he
True.
backed it up.
Yeah.
So, You
Yeah,
know, I
we'll
mean,
see.
Pavia is kind of a tough guy. You know, I like watching his brother in the stands. His brother's that fireman that always wears the coveralls.
Oh
He's
yeah,
always
yeah,
drinking beer with everybody and trying to fight everyone. So yeah, I just think that's how it goes. But yeah, I think Bama's they're going to give up some points for
yeah.
sure.
I agree.
But now they've got a quarterback with Simpson who's actually making a push in the Heisman race.
Yep,
So I think
he looks
I don't
good.
know. I think a high scoring game.
Yeah, I think it might be so high scoring that I don't know if I like the 11 and a half points. I think I'm going to go Vandy to cover that
Yeah,
because I think it'll be like they'll score at the end, even if it's they're down by 15 points, 20 points, they're going to score at the end and cut it to a number where it's people that bet on Alabama is going to be pissed.
yeah. No kidding.
Let's see, Texas Tech at Houston. I know earlier you said that you liked Texas Tech on this one,
I
right?
do. I like Tech big actually. They're at 11 and a half, I guess. Is it 11 and a half? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's going to dip a little bit more so I can buy that point. Um, I don't think it's going to matter. I think they win by more than 14. They only have one common opponent that was Oregon State. Houston struggled to score against them, while Texas rolled them up. Tech's got a good rush defense. I think that quarterback Weigman for U of H, I think he's going to be running for his life. Uh, and Tech knows how to play defense against
True.
U of H. So
Yeah.
that defensive coordinator that Tech has now, he was U of H's DC last year.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
So I think he's got their number. So yeah, I'm on Tech and I'm on the over.
Tech on the points. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Fred, you got anything to add on that
Yes,
one?
sir. No, that's it. Taking the points.
All right. All right. This one, Miami and Florida. That's an interesting one. I know you had some good stats on that. Before you give those stats, though, I'm just going to say Florida, I was super disappointed in them last week because I actually picked them and they lost to Virginia. I know it was at Virginia. And Miami just seems tough and their defense seems tough. I'm going to go with Miami and the points because I think they're going to be tough there. But because of that defense, I think I'd probably go the under on that one. But you had some
Yeah.
stats on this one, right, Dean?
Yeah. What do you think, Fred?
Yeah, Miami and the points.
Yeah. I think last week's game with Florida State there at Virginia, it's just your classic trap. You know, the next week they're going to be at home against their rival.
Yep.
So I don't really put too much into that. That being said, Florida State didn't really impress me that much anyway. Both teams are 3-1 against the spread, but Florida State is 0-4 against top three teams. So one of the things that I found was the trends, and it kind of goes in waves. You know, one team dominates the other for several
Yeah.
years.
Yep.
Going back to 2000, Miami won six, and then the next 12 years, FSU won 10 out of 12, and they keep going back and forth like that. So Miami whooped them last year. I think they're gonna whoop them again, but I don't believe it enough to put money on it. But
Got it. I gotcha. I'm going Miami in the points.
okay.
Uh,
If I had to
okay.
pick a side, I'm taking
Yeah.
FSU in the points.
Are you really on 4.5
Yeah.
points?
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
big rivalry game, you know?
It is. It is. But when it's only a rivalry when they're both good. So I'm pretty sure not this year.
That's true.
So last one, Mississippi State at Texas A&M. Doc Fred, what do you think on this one?
Well, this is A&M at home. This is the first big night game of the season at Kyle Field. It will be a full blackout. Mississippi State is coming off of a really sad loss against Tennessee.
True. True. Yep.
I think that they're going to come out hot. They're going to come out scoring. Plus, the spread is minus 15 and a half.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, Mississippi State plus 15 and a half. They have a perfect record against the spread this season.
Nice.
I think that's the winner.
All right. I do like that. I just don't think A&M's, I think their defense is good. I don't think their offense is that great. So I would go with the points with Mississippi State, but I also go with the under. I don't know. What do you, Dean, you got
I'm
anything to add
I'm
on this one?
I'm just opposite of you.
Oh, yeah.
Elko's 3-10 as a double-digit favorite. Um, they didn't cover last week at home against Auburn. Mississippi State's got a weak defense, but they can score some points. Um, yeah,
Oh, you like
I'm
the
all over
over.
the over on this one.
Yeah, you like the
I don't think
over.
either. Yeah, I think it's going to be a ugly, just no defense game.
Ah, gotcha. All right. I like it. So last week, so we did a lot of them last week. We're going to keep track of these for this week. We will let you know how we do next week as well. I'm pretty
Two and
sure
two
we're going to
last
be
week.
perfect. Huh?
2-2 last week,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
four
I
and
know.
0 on my teasers.
That's why you have that behind you because you made all that money last week on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So that was good. So we'll see if you make money now. You make money for us this week,
So
but
we
not
can
that we're
split
telling
it.
people to bet. We're not saying that.
No, we never do
Next week
that.
it might be all pesos behind me.
Yeah.
A
And
little
then
bit more colorful.
I got these horns behind me too, so we're all good. So, all right, we will do this again next week. Hope everybody has a good time. Good luck to you guys on your bets this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Rob.
All right, man.
Thanks for
Later.
having us.
Welcome.
Have fun, guys.